In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the updated fastest way to be getting these free Pink Diamond Season 1 game mode cards in NBA 2K26 Myteam. As you guys most likely know, there is 3 free Pink Diamonds you can be grinding for in Season 1, that being Pink Diamond Jason Kidd, Pink Diamond Jack Sigma, and also Pink Diamond Glenn Rice. These are going to be the 3 game mode reward cards in Season 1, and they are some of the best cards in this entire game. Glenn Rice is a 6'8" small forward, has a 94 3-pointer, 90 mid-range, has an 85 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, decent defense on this card, one of the best small forwards currently in my team. Jack Sigma, probably one of the best big man cards in this entire game with a 93-point shot. He's 6'11", can play center power forward. You guys get the point. These are cards you 100% want to grind for, and there is now an updated fastest way that I want to show you guys how to actually get these cards and talk about what are the best methods to go about getting these free Pink Diamonds. And yeah, Jason Kidd is a really good defensive point guard with a 97 steal and a 97 perimeter. So if you guys have seen over the past couple days, now this was kind of figured out, I want to say last weekend on Saturday, I think maybe Saturday or Sunday, I think it was Saturday, but people realized when you get to 6,000 points in salary cap, we all thought this season 1 mode completion pack was for a free Pink Diamond, right? Whether you could exchange that for Jack Sigma, Jason Kidd, and Glenn Rice, right? We thought that that pack at 6,000 points in salary cap would get you one of these free Pink Diamonds, right? The season 1 mode completion event card, but that wasn't the case. And it was a huge, kind of miscommunication from 2K's part. I would say a huge false advertising, because this pack literally says season 1 mode completion. So for people that are wondering, yes, you cannot get a free Pink Diamond at 6,000 points. The way in salary cap to get a free Pink Diamond is going to be if you go to the season 1 tab, and if you go down to salary cap wins, you have to win 150 games to get that free Pink Diamond. You also get 25k, but 150 wins is a lot more than only getting 6,000 points. So for anybody that did grind, to get yourself to 6,000 points as fast as possible, unfortunately, you got some other stuff along the way, but that really sucks, right? It was false advertising from 2K. This literally looks like it's a, the event piece you need for the free Pink Diamond. I thought it was, and everyone else thought everyone else in the community thought that this was going to be for a free Pink Diamond. So this is not the fastest way anymore. If you guys saw my videos that I did post last week, when the game dropped, everyone thought this was the fastest way, and it's not. So I want to tell you guys what are the actual now fastest ways to be getting this free Pink Diamond. And the interesting thing about this, when it comes to what's the fastest way, I'll tell you guys, this is the fastest way if you go into breakout and if you go into gauntlet. Now the only problem with this is you need a ton of players in your collection. Now the way to explain how does breakout gauntlet actually work, basically you just go in a straight line. I think you can get some prizes along the way. I think people said you can redeem up to like 3 to 5 prizes, I want to say, but I wouldn't really even recommend doing that. And you can lose as many times as you want. This is not something where you have to win 100 games in a row. I want to say to get all the way till the end is like 102 or 105 games. And once you get all the way to this final challenge here, and if you win this game, and again, you can play as many, I think you can lose as many times as possible. I don't think there's like a lose limit. You can't, I don't think it's like where you can only lose 3 times and then you have to start a new run. You can literally do this as many times over as you want, and what you're going to get is a gauntlet season 1 exchange. If you go on over to the exchanges, you go to season 1, you can take, or I think you have to go to gauntlet, you have to go to the gauntlet tab, but you can take your season 1 gauntlet event card that you get for completing breakout gauntlet, and you can exchange it for a season 1 mode completion. Now you can only do this one time, so you can't just keep, I think, redoing it over and over again. So you can't just get all three free Pink Diamonds from the breakout gauntlet, but the fastest way to get your first one is definitely going to be in the breakout gauntlet. Now, like I said, there is kind of a gripe with that. There is kind of an issue with the gauntlet, and it's not really an issue necessarily like a glitch. It's just the way that 2K, how 2K has, this set up for 2K26. So this would be the fastest game mode. The only problem is when you play a game, you can't use those cards again. So what I mean by that is if, in the first game I played, I used 3 cards. I think I used like DeMar DeRozan, my Ruby DeMar DeRozan starter card, and then I also used like 2 other gold cards. And that's something I would recommend, is if you're doing this, make sure on the easier difficulty games, like it starts on rookie, then it probably goes to semi-pro, then it goes to pro, then it goes to all-star, superstar, and then to Hall of Fame, of course. For the last, I think like the blue section is Hall of Fame. I want to say the purple section is superstar. I want to say the red section is all-star. I want to say this blue section is probably semi-pro. This is pro. And then I would assume this is rookie, or sorry, pro. Yeah, I think you guys did. So each like color is going to be a different tier. So again, you start at rookie, and then as you progress through the mode, you play the 105 games, you get the 105 wins. Then when you get to the end, it is going to be on Hall of Fame, so it does get a lot more difficult. That's why you want to save your cards, your better cards for the end. But how this actually works is every game you play, once you complete that game, either win or loss, I think either win or loss, I've only ever won one game, but I think if you lose as well, you can't use those 3 cards. Now, the way to get a card back is if you complete the challenge here at the bottom, the bonus objectives, you get to like save one of your cards. So I was able to, as you can see, I have 60 players in my collection, 58 remaining. It should be 57, but I was able to do the challenge. I don't remember what it was, but I was able to complete that in the triple threat game. It was super easy on rookie difficulty, and I was able to save one of the cards, and I was actually able to save my Ruby DeMar DeRozan. So if I go to play this, I can still use DeMar DeRozan, I do believe. Yeah, I was able to save this card, even though I already used him once in the breakout gauntlet. But as you can see, if you have to play almost 100 games, like about 100 games you have to play, and if you win them all, it's still going to be 100 games. But if you lose some, you probably have to play like 105, 110 games. They're not hard to do. It's offline, and a lot of these game modes are very easy, like on rookie, semi-pro, pro, all-star. Like that's going to be really easy until you get to like superstar and Hall of Fame. But what happens is you lose those cards, right? You can only save one. Even if you complete all of the challenges, you can still only save one. You're going to lose 2 to maybe 4 players because, right, this game is a clutch time game. So if I, win this game, let's say I'm using these cards here on the screen, and let's say I want to save Victor Wembanyama, well, I'm going to lose Sabrina, I'm going to lose Kayla, I'm going to lose Jamal Cain, I'm going to lose Julius Randle, and I can't use those cards again in this breakout run, this breakout gauntlet run. So this is the by far fastest way to get the free pink diamond. The only problem is you need to have like 250 to 300 to maybe even 350 cards in your collection. That's what I've heard from people that have been getting this done. It's the fastest way, but you need to have a lot of cards in your collection. So this will get easier as the season does progress and as you're able to collect more cards in your collection. So people are only able to get this done if you have like 300 cards, which you guys can see on the no money spent. I only have 60. I know a lot of people that open up packs and grind this game like crazy probably have like 200 to 300 cards. So if you guys do, then you're able to complete this. What I'd recommend you guys do is just start it now. You might as well. So if you have 100 cards in your collection, we'll just play. Again, use your lower tier cards off when it's on rookie difficulty in the yellow tier, and as you unlock more cards and collect more cards, you can continue your same run. It doesn't like reset, once you like how it says 60 right now. If I go get another card in my collection, it's gonna now say 61. So I did test it out because I wasn't sure if like when you start the run you have to have the 300 cards. I do believe you can buy cards throughout the run. You can like I can use all my 60 cards, and then I can wait like a week and then buy 100 cards, and then I have 100 cards more to use. Obviously you can't buy the same players, I don't believe. Like you can't just keep buying the same cards over and over. So you have to have a lot of cards in your collection, but this is by far the fastest way to get yourself the free pink diamond. Other than that, I do think people said it counts towards, let me actually check to see. I think people said it counts towards this right here, and it does. I haven't played a triple threat game, and I haven't played a clutch time game. So if for example, you get the 100 wins done, right? It's going to be a lot of triple threat, a lot of clutch time. You're going to be like, already making decent progress towards getting the 250. I still don't think this is, the next best, fastest way to get your free pink diamond. I think it's probably going to have to be either showdown, or if you have a really good, this is what I'd recommend. If you have like 4 other guys to play with and you guys are a good squad here in All-Star Team Up, I think All-Star Team Up is actually a really good game mode to be grinding. You get a lot of really good stuff along the way to getting to 100 wins. And you can also, I think it's for like if you switch the prize view, for every 5 wins you get with the same squad, you have a chance to get one of these, different rewards. So it could be like 1500 MT, it could be a game on pack, it could be 25k, a 92 plus hidden gems, a Hoff badge, a 90 plus, a 95 plus, 3000 MT. So if you have 4 really good players to play with, and you guys can just play in the same squad and just rack up wins very easy in All-Star Team Up, because a lot of people are going to be playing with randoms, and it's very easy to win in that game mode if you have a full 5-man squad. So this would probably be the second fastest way in my opinion, and probably the second easiest way to get yourself the free pink diamond. If you don't, honestly, showdown 75 wins is not that bad. It's a lot faster than playing 150 salary cap games if you're good at the game. If you're not good at the game, then you're just gonna have to honestly thug it out is the word. You're gonna probably just go on single player, because it doesn't matter if you're playing on multiplayer or not, because I mean, it doesn't matter, right? You're gonna get to 6,000 points by the time you get to 150 wins, either even playing on the easiest difficulty. So I would honestly just recommend playing on the easiest difficulty in salary cap single player, like salary cap offline, and just try to get the 150 wins. So if you can't do the gauntlet, you're gonna have to either just play 150 salary cap games, or go ahead and play Showdown or All-Star Team Up, depending if you have a lot of people to play with or not. But those are the fastest ways, guys, the updated fastest ways to be getting yourself the free pink diamond. Let me know where you guys are at. Have you guys gotten your season mode completion event piece? Have you guys gotten either Jason Kidd, Glenn Rice, Jack Sigma? And let me know if you guys are grinding towards it. You know, what game mode are you guys playing to get it done fastest? And hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.